The trucks are heading to D.C. to protest the COVID restrictions. That more on today's show.
Coming to you live from a prostitute-infested shanty on top of a frozen lake, the #1 podcast all the hot babes are raving about. Slick and Brewski save the world! 38,000 Freedom Warrior truckers are heading to D.C.
Yes, that's right.
Right on. Whereabouts are they right now? They're in California. They're not in Canada.
Well,
are they?
No.
Those guys are all in jail still.
They're all dispersed.
Those guys
I think.
are in jail.
But the thing is, I think they're coming from all kinds of states. They're going to eventually meet up and then go into D.C. Well, they're actually going to go on the outskirts of D.C. Just because, Pelosi, that crazy broad, brought in the National Guard again, and they're building fences and stuff towards the Capitol again.
Right.
So they're going to be parking like in the outskirts of D.C., I believe, and having their little community set up, from what I understand.
So you're telling me the government is preparing for the citizens to be not so happy?
They're probably not going to be.
So you got a government that knows the people are angry, throws the old fence up, and then what happens next?
Well, I'm hoping it goes pretty good, but I mean, I just know what happened January 6th. There's a lot of provocateurs that get in the crowd.
Some bad dudes in there.
Yeah, that are brought by certain people.
Radical leftists.
Yes.
Positioned through there like Where's Waldo?
Right.
And you get videos of them. I got some video of the police waving everybody into the Capitol.
Right.
But I won't show that because I don't want to end up in a Chinese internment camp.
And we're canceled.
Hey,
all I know is these people are going, cross country for freedom, and I just have a bad feeling they're gonna be labeled as domestic terrorists again, and they're gonna make it look so bad that, oh my gosh, we're not getting food and yada yada yada, and oh my gosh, we're gonna have another toilet paper situation because all the drivers are heading out.
I think I've heard somebody on the radio saying that it's gonna get bad because you will have supply issues if they. Do you think that? Do you think we're gonna see any,
maybe
lack of products because of what the truckers are doing, and is that gonna piss people off to the point where they're with the truckers or against the truckers?
Well, no, you're gonna have people. True Americans are going to be with the truckers because what they stand for.
True American.
But
what's that? Yeah, what's the definition of a true American?
Sometimes you have to take a hit to,
You got to crack a few eggs if you're going to make an omelet.
Right. So, there might be a holdup of a few products.
No Fruit Loops for a few weeks,
right?
Here, folks.
But the overall message is what the country needs to hear, what they need to, I mean,
so
this is more than...
going to mean that you guys all need to go out and start stocking up on groceries. So
canned foods.
You're not wiping your ass with your hand.
Canned foods.
Canned foods.
Don't destroy the stores or anything. Just get canned foods.
And when the world's in utter chaos and it's the apocalypse, there's no better time to think about your eyes. Carlisle Pro's now 20% off.
You never know when something's going to get in your eye.
You never know. Well, you got trucks. You got trucks coming. Is there any footage of this yet? Do we have any footage?
Yeah, there's they make.
We'll throw some footage up.
Yeah, they got some footage of drivers and that going across. I mean, the good thing about our American truckers is there's different rules here in the United States still.
Tell me about these rules.
I mean, they can't. I mean, we have freedoms here in America that Canadians somewhat don't have at the moment.
I thought I heard something about some several hundred acres fenced in up in New York where it's ran by a couple of Chinese people. They're not even answering questions and no one knows what it is.
Probably. I mean, there's Chinese companies buying up farmland all over the country, taking out poultry and cows and stuff, and giving farmers 3 times what their land's worth just so that they can have it.
So you got a freedom convoy coming to D.C. At the same time you got Russia ready to light the world on fire.
Right.
What do you think's going to happen there?
I have a bad feeling that they're going to, like I said, they're going to push the truckers into the main, topic, and they're going to
railroad
the freaking Russia thing because certain people are friends with Russia, and some people sell stick figure paintings for some big time money, and they're buddies with Russia. So also, if you're a Ukrainian woman out there and need that, green card. I'm just kidding.
It's one time for the Ukrainian women.
Just don't stab me in my sleep. I support mail order brides.
Mail order brides. Just You're going to have to put a small Carlisle Pro sticker on the back of your car. Yeah. Terms of agreement.
Yeah. It's all in the... read the fine print.
That's right.
But yeah, I feel bad because Ukraine has no chance. If Russia goes in there, they have no shot. They have no shot. Literally, they were saying they could do it overnight. And they could literally, from what they were saying, they can literally have Russian newscasters on Ukrainian television by that night, and then by the next day
you're saying
take over
Putin can just put his arms right around Ukraine and just yank it right out.
And it just
wouldn't even be a
strangle
problem.
Him. And then
what about these sanctions? Is he
the sanctions are nothing, but the sanctions
is going to get sanctions lashings.
You got to remember.
You're sanctioning.
You got to be careful. Sanctions are not much because you got to remember who's buddy with everybody in the world.
Don't sanction me, bro.
Yeah, sanctions are nothing.
So what happens
Putin's
then?
Laughing. He's literally laughing at sanctions right now.
Okay, you're telling me a sanction's like a cop giving you a warning.
Right, but...
Where you're just like, ha, 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 ha. No. Thanks, though. Seriously, because that would fucking suck.
Right.
But you're also
we support the police out there. Great guys.
We do. Thanks for all the warnings and the extra warnings that'll be coming.
Right. But no, Russia, though...
I vote right.
Right.
Don't give me a ticket. You get it. Go chase down some dumb liberal. No, I'm just kidding. They cut that part out. Marge? The editing, Marge?
All I know is...
Let's come back in.
All I know is...
Putin's got the world by the balls.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a strong leader in our own country.
I would admire a stronger leader.
And we're canceled.
Trump sure did give it to us straight, man. Trump was like, listen, we're not going to war, and we didn't. It was that easy.
But Trump, that's
why... As soon as he's out of there, all of a sudden, everybody goes to shit. Because we lost our dude, our man.
Right.
He was a leader.
Some people...
1, 2, 3. Trump. I've seen too many images of Donald Trump's head on top of Sylvester Stallone holding an M16.
I got that flag coming, bud.
I know, dude.
I got that flag coming right now.
No.
It's going to be right here. It's probably going to be right here.
Anyway.
Well, all I know about, we here in America, we are number one still, I mean, there's a lot of people that are trying to not make us number one. But, I mean...
Why are we number one?
We are number one because people are afraid of us, bro. People are afraid. People rely on us. People rely on us, and they're afraid of us. When you lose both of that...
That's right.
We got more people relying on us now than ever, and...
The pressure's on.
The problem is we're starting to rely on people. That's the problem. That's how you lose your power, man. Would you rather have a leader that can't remember his own name, or somebody that you don't know what the hell they're going to do, and he's, other countries are like, yeah, this crazy bastard might actually hit a button. You know what I mean? That's how I like to, Trump would, probably never do that, but still.
I've thought about that.
He's a motivator.
I would be somebody that would hit the button too much. I'd be like, nuke him.
The easy button?
Nuke him.
Right.
They'd be like, no, wait, hold on. Now, the guy with the thing.
We didn't even ask him a question yet.
Nuke him.
We didn't even give him a warning. Well, the guys are, what's that in the air? And the thing is, we have a problem in this country where we get too many innocent people hurt because we don't act first.
Yeah.
We don't act first.
That's what it is, man. You're not paying attention. This is the way wars are fought nowadays.
We say sorry too much. Right.
Yeah. And no one sees it, but this is how it's done. We're just going to take out this. We're going to do that.
Right.
It's not the same war. You got to reimagine how war looks. Soon we're just going to be sending robots to fight. It'll be like the fucking show
where
you'd have robots out there beating each other.
Drones and shit.
And then Putin's like, actually, though, I do want Ukraine, so get out of here. Take your robots to get the my land.
He thinks Ukraine is his.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They have no right to themselves.
It's like a fat person on an airplane. The armrest is just theirs.
Right.
Okay? You ain't getting that back. What are you going to do? Oh, you get your ass out of my... They're fucking twice the size of you. They're not going to move.
The thing that drives me nuts, too, though, is...
We'll call that
we have too many people that apologize too much for us here in America.
Okay.
Like, you got the John Cena's of the world that come out and apologize.
That's right.
I'm like, you're one of the biggest, strongest people we have in this country, probably, and you're pantsing down to these idiots. Like,
hey, that's because there's a lot of money at stake.
They all got the LeBum.
You've never seen these things.
They all got the LeBum disease. I call it.
What's that?
The LeBron disease. China. I call it the little bum disease. That goes crazy deep. Nike? And we're canceled because, dude.
LeBron, come check out the slave farms, man, when you're out tomorrow in China.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Check on the cotton slaves. Why would I go out in that dirty-ass field to check on the slaves?
And then The Rock's another pansy, bud, because he was on Joe Rogan's side for a minute there.
You can watch the whole thing happen from the beginning. Everybody got sent an email right there in the first, and it was February. As soon as COVID dropped, people got on email and they said, "This is the side you're going on."
Oh, the narrative. Here's the narrative.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Here's your narrative.
Yeah.
And they had enough.
And they're all actors, so they know how to do it.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
In their back pocket that said, "Listen, it's not up to you. It's about that contract."
Right. Oh yeah, 100%.
So it had nothing to do with legitimately. So they're just being forced off a plank, to do these things against their own will. We would never know that they sold their soul to the devil.
Right.
And not us, though. And as long as we sell enough Carlisle Pro glasses, so pick you up a pair and
we won't be on the side of the road.
We're going to cut our funding if we don't get enough money raised with these things, so just purchase a pair and become cool, badass motherfucker. You were saying.
Right. Yeah, but like I said, about The Rock, all right? About The Rock. The Rock really urged me a little bit because he was with Rogan, had his back, all right? And then somebody probably got to him and said, hey, you want to do that Super Bowl intro like he did? Oh, then you go back on what you protected. He was protecting the narrative again. He had Rogan's back, said they were going to bust out a bottle when he got there and celebrate, brother, whatever. Somebody got The Rock and said, hey, if you want that freaking Super Bowl intro, you better go back on what you said. And that kind of person, just like the people right now that are bad-mouthing Biden that voted for him, there's two kinds of people in the world, all right, people
that fucking know how to
well, yeah.
with a penis and people that voted for Biden.
Right. So you either, if you voted for Biden and you had all the background information, you liked what he wanted to do, that's awesome. Good. You made an educated decision. You did your research. You actually were tricked, but you had at least the background info of what he wanted to do. Even though he hasn't done anything he's going to say.
I got a feeling some of these people voted for him just because they didn't like Trump.
Exactly right. Those are the kind of people right now
we call that an overcorrection.
Or it's called the biggest
dipshit.
No.
Yeah.
Buyer's remorse of all time.
Buyer's remorse.
Because these people, if you voted for Biden and you're good with it, hey, I made a great decision, I'm sticking with him, great. But if you're one of them people that voted for Biden because you hate Trump, and now you're saying, oh crap, Biden's a piece of shit.
You think they're out there?
You're the one, all over the place, bud.
Well,
biggest buyer's remorse ever. You can't make this stuff up. You're an idiot. You didn't know back. The funniest thing is when you go to a person who voted for Biden and go, what did you like that he wanted to do? And they have nothing. They got nothing. Well, he's not Trump. I'm like, what, he doesn't mean tweet? The guy doesn't know how to speak. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't know where the hell he's at. I blame his wife because how can you let your husband that, has probably brain problems try to do this?
A bird in a hand is worth two in a bush.
Dude, that's embarrassing, though.
We got rid of
we're an embarrassment.
Number 45, if you're out there, I got plenty of room in my mom's basement for you to be on our podcast. Donald Trump. This one's for you.
Trump Tower's basement.
This next 10 minutes of silence is dedicated to Donald Trump.
Dude, that's awesome. But I just
no, you're not being quiet enough.
And then the other one is the hyena, bud. She laughs at everything. It just she probably is hated more than anybody in this world right now.
Kamala Harris, the most hated person in the world.
100%. And we're canceled. It's embarrassing.
You're not allowed to talk about them like that.
Oh, dude. It's scary,
you gotta say they're in there and they're giving it their damn best.
Yeah, their best is
dog
crap.
Biden's doing a hell of a job.
Right. That he thinks because he doesn't have a brain.
Now that we've gotten rid of most of our fans.
Yeah, now we got rid of most of our fans. Anyways,
let's talk about. Oh, man, I should pull that article up. Keep going. I'm listening.
But so you got people.
You got truckers.
You got the truckers. You got
We got truckers coming from California to D.C. We got Putin trying to scoop up Ukraine, no problem. You got teachers apparently sending out a video of them having sex with a partner to 100 people.
Yeah, that's not good.
iPhone. It was on an iPhone.
That's not good.
And I apparently sent out. I've heard of this kind of thing happen.
I've heard it before. It was like 5 years ago, though. Yeah, that's kind of rough. And then cupcakes with. Yeah,
I gotta read that bit. It's probably
But hey, everybody, we have the articles for all these. Just to let everybody know. So we ain't making shit up.
Yeah,
this is real things that are happening in this country right now. You just can't make them up. I mean, the mainstream media gives us all the ammo we need to make fun of the world right now. We laugh so we don't cry. That's how I look at it. Everybody's laughing so they don't cry. Because really, if you look at it,
how many good
things are happening right now?
Well, crack pipes are coming.
Baseball's delayed.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, baseball can't come. Oh, dude, they can't come up with a contract.
Shut the f up,
dude. And I think
Tell me more about that.
I tell you another thing.
What contract? They can't get
the baseball. The MLB and the Players Association.
So
can't
how long can this go on for?
I mean, they can.
Is this a common thing?
I think they said they have until the 28th, and if they don't have something in writing and figure something out, they're delaying the start of the season. But the thing is, here's the thing, though.
What's the reason?
Here's the thing. They're also coming out with the new football. NFL and XFL just came up with a partnership, okay? So, football, America's number one sport right now, tuning in, money. Number one money-making sport there is. And they're going to be playing, I think, the same time as baseball is. So
you're telling me more football?
I feel like they're trying to water out baseball. Well, baseball has never been, was the number one sport in the world, like for us especially. I mean, it was started here, whatever, but I mean, everybody, it's too slow of a game or boring or whatever. It's a fun time. You just got to be smart enough to understand baseball. Some people just are, on their phone the whole time and don't understand baseball. And it's one of those sports like hockey. It's fun to watch or fun to play, but it's kind of rough to watch unless it's like playoff hockey, playoff baseball. It's amazing.
Hockey is so much fun.
Hockey is so much fun. It's
fun.
Cheaper, like Monsters. Go to the Monsters game, bro.
They got
like $1 beer night, $2 beer nights and stuff.
But
it's
I
fun
wouldn't
time.
want to lose my teeth as bad as they might look. But that was a huge turnoff.
Dude, I love hockey.
Yeah, I know, but it's a blast. But I'm just saying, you've got to listen. You got to think if you were ever
separates the men from the boys,
Bob. If you were ever gonna go out and do that, you need to just kiss your teeth goodbye.
Right. Yeah, dude, hockey's so much more violent than football will ever be, bud. Dude, they literally fist fight hockey.
I wouldn't have lasted long. I know we got our hands on a VHS tape when we were kids called Fantastic Hockey Fights.
Nice.
And we were younger, and I remember my brother was older, so I would pop this thing, and these dudes would get that helmet off and just start cranking these guys, and it was just like, man, mean.
Yeah, not nice guys. Every one of them have fake teeth almost.
They went into it. I always wanted to. All through my younger years, I wanted to play hockey, but I wouldn't have lasted long.
Jaromir Jagr, my man.
I snapped my leg in half.
Even though he was a Pittsburgh Penguin, I mean,
yeah.
Jaromir Jagr, that's my guy, bud. Back in the day, but Mighty Ducks. Growing up watching Mighty Ducks movies, perfect. And just that's another thing, dude. That's another thing I hate.
Emilio Estevez showed me how to put a team together.
Right.
That's why I called you.
Right.
Shout out, Emilio.
That's another thing I hate right now, bud.
Emilio Estevez?
That's going on right now, though. They just put the Mighty Ducks, okay, a new series on Netflix or whatever, okay, dude. They freaking.
What are they? A bunch of transgenders fucking stroking off their titties?
Well, they're going for that. You could definitely tell they freaking demmed it up.
And we're canceled.
It just, I hate when people do that.
They demmed it up.
Leave classics alone. Come up.
Okay.
In that kind of, being a creative person, all right?
Yeah.
Does that show, when these people keep going after the classics, all right, and then they got to do a reset or a rebirth of this new movie or going off the original, do your own thing. Write a new movie script. Don't be using the originals, because all you're doing is, when was the last time that you saw a second of a movie that was actually decent? Major League movies are decent. The second one's pretty good. But other than that, unless it's like the book series like Harry Potter or something like that.
You gotta
but
think
I'm talking
about
they always got to mess with the originals,
what
all right?
About Aladdin? Was Aladdin bad? I got to watch it close.
I mean, it didn't get good. It wasn't the greatest.
So I think they're taking. They get a 1-2 hit, right?
Okay.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is your genie.
Yeah. But they got another one of those too.
So they get the older folks watching with their kids because they're like, I enjoyed that actor, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And this is how Hollywood works.
He's not even in the second one.
This is how Hollywood works.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but I can say it because we're on a podcast and no one's watching. It's a pig with no legs. And what do we know about pigs with no legs?
They can't fly.
Everybody wants the pig with no legs. And that's how Hollywood's set up. How do we make more money? How can we get more out of it? So they're going to take every avenue they got, and they pass it around, and they get high on it, and they're competing with the internet right now, which is where the viewers are watching.
Right. I have a feeling
they're watching this other than...
I have a feeling you're not going to see very many more movies coming out. It's all going to be Netflix series and stuff like that soon.
Really? Why?
I see that because they have to compete. Look at all the awards. What's his name? What's his name that made fun of the Ricky Gervais? Gervais, when he did that. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. There were so many concerned actors in that crowd that they were so worried that they were going to get thrown under the bus. I've never seen somebody go out.
The funniest thing about it is
that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He put them all on blast.
Did you see Tom Hanks' face?
Going like, yeah, he was like,
dude. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen on live television. I thought they were gonna go away. But he's like fifth time.
He's a writer though, dude.
He's
That's
so funny. He's so funny.
Through when you're not.
Dude, Ricky Gervais, if you're out there, please like and share.
Who else did that? She was on SNL and was really good, but she did Baby Mama or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she was a writer. Turned out to be because it worked out.
Yeah, but that's not the Ricky Gervais thing.
That's funny.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because, dude, he went against everybody in Hollywood. And it was funny because you saw people laughing in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh, shit, should I laugh?
Yeah.
It was to see it live. Like, I thought for sure they were going to cut away.
It's actually not a bad one to go back and watch every now and then.
Oh, my God. Dude,
just to see and appreciate. Because he won me over in... I think Night at the Museum, he's got a cameo in it. He's not terribly, he doesn't have a huge part, but he's in it. And then there's what was it? The Invention of Lying, I thought was really funny.
He's just a funny guy.
He's a writer, he's funny. It's the same as Seth does the Family Guy.
Oh, MacFarlane?
Yeah.
But
it's brilliant, writing. Right.
Yeah,
but you've just got a team of people working on it. You get better and better. You find out what they want.
I can't it was the only time I was ever watching TV saying going, is this really happening right now? Like, you just don't see things like that. Nobody usually has the balls to do something like that. And it was amazing. We
need more people like that.
Oh, 100%. Everybody's so afraid.
Calling the ball where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It amazes me how...
Bill Gates.
It amazes me how scared people are right now to say or do things.
What about
Bill
Gates?
The problem is people are taking advantage of that, bud.
Yeah.
People's weaknesses, they're taking advantage of them. They're making you look like a clown.
You can see it. You can see it happening.
Right.
It's the biggest marketing sham in the world.
I literally have to, I'll ask somebody, hey, do you like jokes? And before I tell a joke. That's how bad it's getting. I feel like I need to carry one of those little bags of tissues in my back pocket. You know what I mean?
I could do you one better.
It's just insane.
I got you. You walk around in a tie-dye shirt, nobody takes you seriously. You're gonna love it. So, I'm serious. You can be a different person because people realize no one's walking around starting a gang fight wearing a tie-dye shirt.
But you're being offensive to those colors, bud.
Well, supposed to be here.
Right.
Oh, I'm just kidding. That won't be in there. It's not. Jesus. We're on. We're live. We got to cut that part up. No, that's the way it is, bro. The truth of it all is.
The truth of the matter.
If you dig in to Zen Buddhism, the concept is to appreciate life's suffering.
Right.
And really not get too far into any side taking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Be down the middle.
I have a concept on this. Bear with me.
Yeah, go down.
Take a sphere, a ball, like a golf ball.
Okay.
It's round.
Okay.
It's got nothing on it.
Okay.
It's a round ball. Which way's north on that ball?
Up.
No, there is no up because if you spin it over, then north would be down.
Right.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a cardinal direction. The West. They call the Western civilization. It's the West. You've got to appreciate the concept that in Buddhism, you're supposed to think there are no lines, there are no boundaries. The entire planet is one energy together.
Right.
And we're all working together. Doesn't that sound great? But check it out. Sound great. Now, what happens when you're living in that life and you're being fooled and you're being taken for a fool?
Right.
You wouldn't know any better because you were being very calm, spirited, and saying, we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to go along.
Go along to get along,
We're just going to go along with what's going on in the narrative, so we're with the mass.
Go along to get along.
So there becomes this trust that needs to be with the government, a government that's not finding the origins of a virus that turned into a pandemic that has now devastated mankind.
Pandemic.
Indefinitely. And no one seems to give two fucks about where it came from.
Right.
Am I the only one here? Do I not wake up every day and say, where did this fucking problem come from?
You're talking to a person that thinks they keep releasing new ones every other day.
Yeah.
That's
COVID 22,
literally
3,
when you have
24,
people coming, hey,
COVID 26,
bud.
COVID 27, COVID China ball.
Bud, we got a problem right now though, because our borders are not the best. You tell me a little kid couldn't bring over that shit in a book bag and let it go?
Set up.
It was a big setup, bud.
Bullshit.
Because guess what? It's all money, bud. It's all about control and money.
Want to say,
and we're canceled.
I didn't vote for this motherfucker. Now, hey, how about this one? You've got a war now. World war. Who's going to fight?
Hey,
you going to fight?
Here's the thing.
Are you going to fight?
Not yet.
Are you going to help fight China?
Not yet.
Or Russia?
Not yet.
What happens?
Not yet.
No,
we're gonna
not gonna fight.
We're
gonna.
Not yet.
Sanctions.
Okay. Well, sanctions. But here's the thing, bud. Like,
Putin's listening.
It's not what is coming here. It's what's already in our country right now. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's the scary part.
Insurgents.
Do you feel safe right now every night when you put your head on a pillow with shit going on? Our borders are literally like people can run across them at any time right now. Like, and they're letting them in the country. Like, they literally could have anything in their book bags and walk into our country and let it go. Like, you think COVID is going to be the last thing that happens? Really?
What kind of weed are they bringing with them?
Yeah. You think COVID's going to be the last thing that happens? COVID is just the beginning, bud, probably. Hopefully it isn't. Hopefully I'm completely wrong.
That was a test model. It's a test model because the next one, Bill Gates already said we're going to have another one.
We're going to have another one.
It's kind of like, well, thanks for telling us before you fuck us again.
Hey, remember, because it's mutating, remember? Yeah. Well,
my God, I got another COVID. You're going to love it. The guys are working on it in the kitchen right now. Did I just hear a Petri dish?
Yeah.
The Beijing Olympics.
Yeah.
Everybody scatter. Run back to America.
It's swim or swim. All I know is like it's never gonna stop.
Space trash.
Because now they found out how much money can be made from this shit.
It seems like there's space trash falling out of the sky every day anymore.
Here's the thing that people need to understand, and it's a sick freaking thing.
What's the thing?
They don't care about like how many people go down. All right, you gotta remember.
China doesn't give two.
You got to remember.
And our politicians that are up China's ass really don't give two.
Because guess what?
They're gonna.
Money rolls in either way.
Yep.
Like a smart man, Tom McDonald says, once you lose once somebody gets off medication, they lose a customer. You know what I mean? There you go. The philosophizer, Tom McDonald.
The philosophizer.
All I know is like, motherfucker, spit some truth, bud. I've never seen anybody. I'm not a rap guy. I hate rap, whatever, because it's whatever. But that guy, when I heard it, I'm like, holy crap! I've never seen somebody like rap this kind of truth. Like, I don't know how he's still breathing sometimes, because he throws anybody on the bus. He don't give a shit. He just had a new album drop, The Brave. Check it out. So
no, if we're leading them anywhere, it's gonna be butt sex and Trump checks.
What was that?
You never saw that?
No. And Trump checks?
Forget and paying debt for the things that I owe. I'll pick a mother up, drop some elbows.
I don't know. Before you take, we don't have enough people looking at big picture these days. Everybody wants to live day by day. Oh, happy, happy, happy. We'll be happy today. Who gives a shit about tomorrow? As long as we're happy today and we're not depressed,
the way you feel.
And we're not all on freaking, we need our anxiety medication everywhere, and everybody's all tweaked out all the time on stuff.
On what? Who's on what?
Just everybody. Everybody relies on.
People are out there doing it all natural.
How many people out of 10 people how many are on it in some kind of anxiety medication?
I don't know.
There's a shitload.
I only have 3 friends.
And then you.
Yeah. Well,
all I know is there's too many people that are on,
too many drugs.
Drugs,
dude.
man.
God,
it's just there's so many reliant. It's like a damn bud. They learn, and the thing is, they're doing basic shit. How do you get a dog? Fucking give it a treat, bud. That's how you train it. I mean, hey, you want your meds? Do as I say, or you're not getting them.
Did you see that news headline of the guy that it was up in Cleveland and he took the chick's dog, and you didn't hear about that?
No.
Ooh,
what was
that
it
one
about?
will trigger you, dude.
What is it?
This guy, there's a video of this dude. And I was like watching it. It's one of those things that you just see on your news feed, and you're kind of like, I want to just, I'm not interested in getting into something, but the headline was something about like, was it man on trial for grabbing like a chick's puppy or something when she was sleeping, and like it's her boyfriend or something.
What?
Yeah, and dunks it in water and then puts it in a freezer for like 2 hours or something. And that trial happened today. It was on, and I was like, Jesus God, he is. Oh, he got 60 days in jail, I think, or something like that. And it was like, dude, I wouldn't want to be that dude.
No.
People ain't gonna be. His face is everywhere. His life is like a think about that, dude.
Okay.
I don't have enough hangers in my closet. Hangers, I'm low on them. Oh yeah, speaking of hangers, what was that one guy hung himself?
Jean-Luc Brunel,
Epstein
associate, found dead in prison cell.
Fellow Epstein.
Supposedly, this is the young man. He's probably in his 70s, I think is.
He's got dirt on the Clintons.
That is pretty much the pimp of the Epstein Island situation. He was one of the ones to find the females of underage people to go onto this island.
He helped get them. Okay.
Helped get the young people on the island for all these, nasty people to have fun with, the children. That's another thing, bud. One side defends those kind of people, man. That's sad.
Yeah. Oh, no, there was a post. I saw a post on Facebook, and I said something about, it said something, child sex offender gets light sentences, and they found him like saying something about it on Facebook, like, yeah, I got let off early or easy, and I commented on it, and I said, somebody call Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he'll take care of him.
Somebody commented and it says,
that American hero, Kyle Rittenhouse.
It got like 6 likes or something. It got good. And then somebody commented why, and I clicked on the dude's profile, it said Los Angeles, California.
Oh, God.
Like, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm not even giving you a conversation.
Yeah.
You just stay over there in Wackoville.
Yeah.
Okay? Because around here, that shit, I think I got a reason to pull my gun out again.
It's so funny. It's so funny because everybody's like, in California, like, racism everywhere. Yeah. Racism everywhere. You look out your window, there's racism. It's like, but I haven't seen racism in like 8 years. Like, literally, like anywhere, like at a bar or like outside or anywhere.
You're right.
But here's the thing: it's so funny. Like they get everybody all worked up, but everybody's got to remember.
It charges everybody.
Everybody's got to remember where all the headlines are coming from. All right, are big Democratic run areas, Los Angeles, Dallas. All your big freaking cities, all right? Portland, Oregon.
Point well made.
Okay, all your big cities, all right? They got millions of people. Guess what? A lot of millions of them are Democrat.
Live from everywhere around you.
Right, but like they make a big story. They make a big story about it, and it's not like a countrywide issue. It's their area. It's not.
What else is normal?
Maybe if you look out your window in California, you might see it because they got like what, a shitload of people per square mile.
What's normal in California? Bums on the street.
Is there a normal?
Ding, 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 ding.
Is there a normal in California?
Is there a normal?
The problem is you got everybody, well, what's your normal? This is what my normal means. What's your normal mean?
Oh, yeah.
Well, my normal means...
The line floats.
A God-fearing man that, Judeo-Christian into the nuclear family. Yeah, that's not in California real much, bud.
Yeah.
That... Whatever.
Did you ever take a swing at college? Do you have any debt on your hands?
Not at the moment, no.
How do you feel about college debt? What should they do to fix that problem?
College debt?
Yeah. You don't think there's some people out there that are getting the screws put to them with college debt? Go ahead and tell the audience how you think they should be alleviated of those pains.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You got to learn in life. You got to pay for things.
Oh, my God. You got to pay for things.
Right. So, I I really think the only way to get free college is if you go through college and, straight A's and everything, yeah, you get a big time assistance.
Go ahead.
But if not,
if you go through college and can't pay for it, I don't know. You just might have to run out and get you a job dancing down at the dirty old bar. You ain't nothing.
Melody!
But a star. A melody star.
Oh, Bud. Dude. The melody fucking star, Bud. Write that down. We're writing a song.
Melody star.
Bud, you need to write a song right fucking now called The Melody Star.
Why?
Bud, just do it.
So you want to
like you're going
appropriate a bar and they're going to try and sue me.
No, they won't. The Melody Star is a person's name.
Melody Star.
That's her
where
name.
I met my first girl and I tried to put my hands. That's where they cut us off.
And we're canceled.
We got canceled that night. I just wanted to try it on for size. It is funny
Dude,
to
Melody
think about
Star.
the concept.
Oh my god, like it's almost like a hot ass girl walks into Melody. Dude, they'd probably let us film it. The music video.
If you're just tuning in,
yeah.
What the f is the Melody doing these days? Like, why is this still hot on your mind?
I don't know, man.
You just have your heart goes out.
That's
to
where I learned how to
Melody.
play pool, Bud.
Is that where you got your first?
That's where I learned how to play pool.
Is that where you got your first wet beverage? Wet? No. That used to be.
Well, seeing how we've been going in there since you were like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Not even, well, actually younger than that probably, but between
age,
that and a wagon wheel.
I was actually thinking about this. Some people learn how to drive an alcoholic around at an early age.
Yeah.
And that age is sometimes 10, 11,
10 years old.
12.
Depending on how many dune buggies you have around the property.
I could get my sister's Corsica keys.
Corsica?
Start her Chevy Corsica, 96 Chevy Corsica.
Right.
Shout out to the 3600. But anyway, no, my sister's, I would get my sister's keys. I remember moving her car and then being like, seeing as how I'm at the end of the driveway and all. And there's a road. I'll just take a swing around.
You're like,
the block.
I want to race this badass in this maroon Beretta.
Yeah, you get a car.
Shout out to those maroon Berettas out there.
Shout out to the Berettas.
We'll see if that person knows who I'm talking about.
So there I was, doing 120 in a Beretta.
Whether you're fishing, hunting, shooting paper, or changing oil, Carlisle Pro Glasses will protect your eyes from damage or sunlight. Carlisle Pro Glasses. Are you ready to be a pro?
According to WGN-TV, a current lawsuit against Dennis Perkins and the Livingston Parish School System alleges Cynthia Perkins videotaped Dennis supplying semen that was used to adulterate cupcakes that were later served to children. The statement alleged semen was mixed into both pastries and energy drinks before being served to victims.
Oh my God. That's it.
That's no bueno, folks. That's no bueno.
Google. Don't bullshit me.
Don't bullshit me.
You see what I mean? You can't make this now.
You can't make stuff up these days, bud.
Oh my God.
You just can't make it up.
Fed them to the kids.
You can't make it up.
Jesus.
That's we got some sick fools in this country right now, bud, and they're running wild. Wild.
Yeah.
But these are the kind of folks that are being protected by your AOCs and your freaking Pelosi's, and
feeding them
they're being protected. These kind of people.
Energy drinks.
They're being protected, bro.
How did they get it in the? Where
are they from? Where was that from?
I don't know.
What city, state?
Let's see here.
That sounds like either a New York or a California thing.
We don't know about that one.
Oh well, hold on, I'm just saying.
Louisiana teacher.
Oh, even better.
Louisiana.
That's even better. You know who came out of Louisiana? You know who's in Louisiana?
Let's get him in the front again.
Piece of shit Drew Brees. That's who's in Louisiana.
Ex-teacher who fed students semen-laced cupcakes sentenced to 41 years. 41 years in the slammer.
That's a long time.
For feeding.
Not long enough.
For feeding.
Those kind of people, bud, one behind the ear.
Oh,
we don't have to worry about them again.
You can't say that. Will that
that's true.
Will we be able to air that?
I don't know. We can't say that.
Well, does this air in California?
Does this air in California?
Pam, what's our demographic reach? She says we can't even get out of this county. So we're lucky if they know who we are in Trumbull County.
There's no fixing that mentally wise, though. I don't think
you can't fix them with a pipe wrench.
You can't fix them with duct tape.
They need the
much.
lobotomy.
That's
what you do to people like that. You just shove a rod up their nose and fix it.
Yeah.
And then you put them in a wheelchair and you feed them with a spoon. Psychiatry.
Once.
Psychiatry. Take these pills. The thing is, people just don't want to be told there isn't an answer but putting in work. Right? You little bitch. Okay? Somebody might tell you, actually, you didn't go all the way down. That's not what a push-up looks like, kid.
I thought you were going way different.
Think about it, though. Think about it. Like, people start taking a few inches off and call it that good enough, and before you know it, you got soft little bitches.
Bud.
A country full of soft bitches. What are we going to do when we go to war? And they're all like, don't look at me like that. Don't point that rifle at me.
Did you just offend me?
Don't point that rifle at me.
These colors don't go with my eyeliner.
Now, I ain't saying I'm trying to go do it.
Hey, my battle fatigues don't go with my nails.
Listen, first off.
Oh, Christ.
President Biden said we're going to fucking war, whether you little f***s like it or not. He ain't standing down to Putin. That means, what was it? Just a minor invasion. If it's a minor invasion, we're not worried about it. That's what he said.
There's gonna be a lot.
Didn't he just invite them right in, right there? It was like,
there's so many.
Come on.
There's so many Ukrainians
That's
right
like
now.
Saying I'm
gonna
have a little party at my house.
Right. 300 people later.
Hey, that's when I realized we were about 20 packages of hot dogs short. Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Find yourself.
And you got people fist fighting in the parking lot.
Fist fighting, yeah, because they can't get a fucking hot dog and they're drunk as f***. And then everybody knocks it on the ground.
The end of the night comes and people are fighting in the street.
That's how you learn to get along with people, by fighting and drinking.
We don't have enough kids like getting bullied.
You don't.
We don't have enough kids. We're canceled. We don't have enough kids getting their asses kicked by other kids. It is what it is, man.
Put out a pair of Carlisle Pros. Go get your ass kicked. We'll send you 20% off. We'll wrap it back around.
Hey, if you're a child, and you put the glasses on and you show video footage of you taking a punch, 20% off.
And we're canceled.
Legal
says.
It just amazes me how
Hold on a second. Somebody just called the radio station. Her name's Karen. Put her through. Yeah,
Marge!
I just want to say,
put her through.
You're a dirty son of a bitch.
What's that? We have a trucker on the line?
I can hear it.
Hey, Marty, patch him through. Or what's his name?
Patch him through.
What's his name? Get out
of the road, you stupid whore.
What's his name?
What? Oh. Jerry?
Between
Canada, China, and Ukraine, we're Don't forget to like. Shut the fuck up, dude.
We're nasty, that's just the way we roll. And I think it's time for you to get your kicks come through on a nasty goal. So set the pace, make a move, make history.